Okay. Okay. So hi, I'm Wei Qi, and I would like to interview you. So can you start by introducing yourself and your background in early childhood education?
Okay, sure. Hi, my name is Jojo. I'm currently a principal in Tadika Global Kids. I was graduated diploma in early childhood education and also degree in early childhood education. I have been in this field since uh I'm 17 years, 18 years old, so it's like about 10 years something, 9 to 10
Wow.
years. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, very long. What inspired you to become an early childhood educator?
Okay. So first of all, I think because I love young kids, I think this is the most important things and also the biggest reason that why I would choose to become like choose to um like study this course. Actually, it's uh quite blur and don't know what to study. I think it's very common for Form 5 students facing art. So then, but just in a sparks on my mind say that, okay, I love kids so that I choose to study early childhood education.
Okay, thank you. So, in your opinion, why does this role matters and why is it so important in today's world?
Um, because early child educators is the first place and also the first teacher, okay, other than the parents, is also the first teachers as for the younger students. And also they are very pure, they are like a white piece of paper, and then they learn very quickly during this golden period. So no matter what we say, what we do, they'll always learn and capture very fast. That's why I feel like it's really important as an educators, especially for the young kids.
I agree with you. And what do early childhood educators truly provide that people might not realize?
Um, I feel like it's not it's a very persistent and also a long-term things that we have to do. Um, because as a teacher, if you want to, okay, just talk about taking leave. I feel like other job they can do it like it's okay, it's quite flexible, they want to take leave, it's okay. But as a teacher, you have the very big responsibility, and also you have it's feel like only you can do it because in my school we have different subject teachers, so only one teacher will be handling this subject. So if the teacher is taking leave or any other things else, so no one will replace the teacher. Yeah, so this is I feel like something that as a teacher the responsibility is higher and it's not really flexible that we can take leave and then could go to a travel. Our responsibility is very big and heavy.
How would you explain or describe the impact you have made on children through your working or your job? Yeah.
Okay, so actually I have just take over this principal role for like 1 month, 1.5 month. Yeah, in previous I was a Mandarin teacher in this school, and also not I'm not only working in this school, I got different part-time like DMC provision and then home tutor and then um like international school extra curriculum. So I have different jobs. So what's your question again?
Is the what is the impact that
Oh,
you
impact. Okay, okay, impact. Yeah. Impact to the children, right?
yeah, what
Might
what
be
what do you want to describe it or like explain your impact?
for children. I for my role, I feel like I my impact is to let them feel happy, comfortable and secure. So I think secure is a very important thing for the children when during their learning period. If they are secure with me, they will only like open their heart listen to what I want to say and also follow what I want them to do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I agree also. Okay, and then what can you share a moment or experience that reminded you why your work matters?
Okay, I still remember like few years ago, it's a very small matter. I have been into I I just entered, I just started a school over there, and then one of the teacher told me like to be like take note in a student. Uh, I forgot the name already. Okay, just name the student as ABC. Okay, so the teacher tell me that okay, please be noted for this ABC child because he's very incorporate. Um, so for me, I was feel during that moment, I just tell myself, okay, I don't want to listen to others. I don't want to label the child. So I just found something good from the child and then I appraise the child. I remember the moment the child looking at me is like it's really bright. The eyes is open like very big. Is I feel like the feelings from him is wow, no one appraised me. You are the one that saw something that I'm good. And then after the day, the kids always smile when looking at me because I'm not the class teacher. I just replacing someone and then I just go inside and then to like teach the kids. Yeah, so that's why I understand that every every words is matter for the students.
Wow, that's very touching. Okay. What is the most rewarding part of being this profession? Is it just like just now?
Yes, and also the children's improvement and children's remember uh maybe they don't remember my name maybe, but I just feel like even though uh they share their experience maybe to others people even though they are not mentioning about my name, even though they mention that oh I still remember there is a teacher in my young period in my preschool time to take talking about this to me. I feel like it's quite it's very like achievement. This is also what I want even though I didn't heard about that, but I believe that in the different corner of the world there's someone appreciating me. I feel like it's good.
Okay, then what is the biggest challenge you face?
Actually, previous, I just came back from my working holiday, in New Zealand. Actually, hold on, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Someone
Yeah.
opened the door.
Can,
Yes.
can, can.
Okay, so the what I choose to go to New Zealand, one of the reason is I feel like don't have the passion to continue already as an educator, and also I feel like my battery is getting down because as an educators for like 9 years, I feel like it's very not easy, especially for the younger kids because I don't like noisy, but it's very difficult to avoid from this kind of environment. That's why I choose to like give up all the things that I have built it here and then I go to New Zealand. But I'm very lucky because before I leave, there is a lot of chances like so-called waiting for me. They say that oh Jojo will wait for you to come back and then the opportunities is waiting for you. That's also the reason I feel secure when I'm leaving. Then during the period in New Zealand, I've been there for like 5 to 6 months. It's really peaceful and it's really boring actually because um because all the things when we do I feel like actually it's not no achievement it's really go there for to charge battery and then to feel comfortable like to peace my mind and then to rest. And then during the periods, I have more confirmed that I want to continue to be educators. Because when I'm working in New Zealand, we are working like those farm or some what is that called 果园 something like that. So it's no purpose one. Just do every day, do the same thing again and again. Didn't create any impacts for someone's life. I feel like
Mm,
maybe I cannot see the impacts things are, and also something that I don't like. So whenever I do the things, I'm plucking the fruits. I tell myself, okay, I'm ready to go back to continue my educator's life. So that was my challenge. Um, that's also the reason, like the challenge, because I have impatient and then I get triggered easily. So I go to New Zealand to give myself a break. So I come back with full of my passion is coming back, and also I feel like I'm ready, and then the battery is fully charged. So I think that was my biggest challenge. So for now, um yeah, I overcome already. So I think it's very important, not only for myself, I think for everyone in their life also. Um, because we will work for maybe 40 years or like more than that. So we have to like love ourselves, and also know what we can do to make ourselves better. Because I think this is also a very good reflection for everyone that, oh, even though you have a very strong passion in that, but we also have to stop and then have a break so that we can move forward.
okay, thank
Mm.
you. So when you're teaching, how do parents usually respond to your role? Do you feel like appreciated by them, or do you face like any challenges with the parents?
So far, actually um before I before I'm taking this principal role, I was a teacher. All the parents, it's um have very good communication with me already. So whenever they know I'm coming back, they are welcoming, and then they are very happy. I can feel the confidence and also the credibility from them. So I feel like very happy, and also the it's quite empowered from them. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the main question. Then, do you think that early childhood education is a sustainable career, like in terms of emotionally, financially, or long term?
I feel like not really, because a lot of people, they will choose to start the job is because, okay, first, I have nothing to do, don't know what to do, because teachers is the most easiest one. Um actually you can also realize that, a lot of teachers, they do not have the certificate or qualification as a teacher, their study background as a teacher, but they still can be a teacher. Actually, teachers, it's a lot of people can do. That's why all the teachers, they feel like, oh, it's okay. um don't have I didn't do, I'm not doing, other people also doing. And also, for my like uni friends, actually most of my friends graduated as educators, but they are not educators now. So I feel like it's not really sustainable. Yeah.
Then, the industry also known as a very high turnover
Yes.
rate. And from your perspective, why do you think that so many educators choose to also leave this industry?
I think it's because the most important are the money, low salary. As like when I'm hiring teacher, it's very difficult. Um, Not to say racist or anything. Actually, Chinese people very less that they're willing to be a preschool teacher. That's why Mandarin teacher is very hard to get. Mm.
Then what is can so as you say about like the money, right? So we I believe that many of us think that this job cannot support a stable and comfortable life, right? So do
Mm.
you think that educators are paid fairly for the work they do?
Um, Actually, not really. I feel like can because I'm not the one who decide
Mm,
the salary for
yeah.
my teachers, because I also have something that higher level than me. So actually, if compared to the like different field. Um, let's say, okay, so as educators now lah, it even though more than 3,000 is also very difficult already. Yeah, so I feel like actually it's quite low pay lah, to be honest, as for the teachers.
The problem now. So you just now actually also mentioned about your burnout, right? Like you went to the New Zealand. So actually, why did you feel that your battery was getting lower after like so long of teaching?
Um, One thing is because during that period I was very busy. Like morning I'm kindergarten teacher, and then afternoon I go to um international school to teach some subject curriculum, extra curriculum, and then after that I will go to home tutor, and then night I will go to either provision or DMC, like the confidence building educate center. Yeah, so one day I'll move to like 4 to 5 places, so it's quite busy, and also I do not really have time to rest. I think this is the most important thing because I wake up at 6 6 something, and then go back home, reach home about 10 to 11 at night. So actually that is very busy and also no me time. So a lot of people ask me what you will do during your free time. I will say that I will rest because I really don't have really much time to rest lah. That's
Yeah.
why I think that's the reason I burst out.
Okay, okay. So let's talk about like Malaysia, where in Malaysia, both diploma and degree holders can also become educators. So do you think
Mm.
like because diploma and degree will learn more and have like more knowledge. So in this difference of qualifications, does it affect the quality of teaching and affect any students?
Actually, like in previously, I will feel like there's no difference. But after that, I found out if, okay, first of all, if we have certification, for sure our pay will be higher. Like even diploma, degree, will be higher. And also, um, really certificates it's matter. Yeah, and one thing, because diploma and degree will do a lot of different assignment, it also help us to do to build our creativity. Yeah, to build our creativity, and then our time management, our stress management. So I believe all things little things, even though it is feel like not important during that moment, but after few years later you look into it, actually that it's really help someone that you someone in the society or social or anything, that's really really important. Even though the presentation and all those, it will really help the person's confidence level, the presenting level, and then the the persuasive skill as well.
Mhm.
So for me, not really about the qualification or the quality, but how the things will influence your life, and then how the things will helps for you to present yourself
Mhm.
for someone. Yeah, this is the things that I've looked into it, and I feel like it's very important. Mm.
So just now you also mentioned that like even now people don't have like degree or even your diploma, they can also still venture into childhood education, right? So could this actually help or actually harm the industry, in your opinion?
Um, I think will this is not how to say, not really will harm, but I think it's kind of like 良性竞争. Yeah. Because some of the people they will feel like, oh, um, I have no certificate, I have no qualification, but I still can do. But one thing need to understand is the certificate, the qualification is like a ladder for us to get more is um like to success. Is like a ladder for us to success. Yeah, because if you have certificate, if you have qualification, your your words is more powerful than without the certification. Yeah, even though you have a lot of experience, but one day there is a person with qualification and also with certificate, the chances opportunity have is better than the one that without the certificate, the qualification.
And how do you think about like university students who like maybe never learn early childhood education and also come as a to become a teacher like as part-time? Then what is your opinion on that?
Um, I feel like it's also something that uh not bad. Okay, it's something like good. Also for them, I think it's because everyone they also need to learn how to take care of the child. I think because one day anyone will be a parents maybe or help take care of niece, siblings and all those. It's not a bad thing that let more people to expose to early childhood education because this might also prevent like child abusive or any other things. I think it's quite a good things for young people to expose for that because one thing that why uh because children it's quite fragile and also uh their speaking skill maybe is not really good as an adult, so when they are facing some dangerous or difficulties, they need someone to help. If more people can expose to this kind of field, which means that more children will get protected. This is something that I feel like is very good. Lah.
Okay, I have another question in mind. Is like because nowadays I feel that there are more maybe there are more part-time teachers than full-time because people take it as a side job because of the low pay, right? So what do you think about that, or what are your opinions of like part-time and full-time teachers in our like Malaysia now?
What do you mean? What is the question again? It's like what
Uh,
are the
like for example, now is there like people think that part-time being a teacher is like a part-time job, like a side job
mm,
instead
mm,
of like
mm,
full-time because of the pay, right? So like what are your
mm.
opinions of that in like Malaysia now?
My opinion. I feel like if the persons have the ability to find another job, I think it's good. Nothing that can influence because even myself, I also will get a part time as a teacher as well. If I can handle, I think it's a very good thing because this can also let the people to learn how to have a multitasking role. But one thing need to keep in mind is um the part time is not only for the money purpose lah. If the person's mind is like, oh, I want to contribute back to the society, because a lot of people might think that, oh, I received a lot of knowledge from my teachers in previous time in my during my young time. I want to contribute back because I believe my teacher is very good in teaching a lot of techniques, how to memorize something. I want to use this to contribute back to the society, help the child. Why not? I think it's a very good thing. Mm.
Okay. What kind of support do you think educators like you need the most right now?
Um, I think is the appreciating from the parents, I think, and then don't take it for granted lah. Because a lot of, okay, not myself and also not in the school. I saw a lot of message pops up from the social media. They will complain about they will they will feel like teachers has to do a lot of things. So I think this is the things that everyone should always appreciate our teachers. And we also know that in previous time and then now the teachers getting how to say 老师被对待 like differently already. In the previous time, a lot of people will respect the teachers, but now a lot of people will take it for granted for the teachers. Mm.
Okay, how about the future with like the rise of technology and AI, right? Even universities are now also using online classes or even replacing like lectures with AI teachers. I
Mm.
don't know if you've heard about that. So like, do you think this could actually affect early childhood education in the future?
I believe no, because all the children they need physical touch. they need the sense of secure that we can see a lot of children why they will continue to stay here is because of the security, the attachment. Our kids is very normal that they will get attached with a few teachers, like one or two teachers, because this is the sense they need all this warmth, all this belief and all this only human can provide. That's the reason. I think it's the same like can AI give birth? I think no, because the mom has to give birth of the child. They need the feeling and all those the attachment. Then only the child will be live happily. Yeah,
Mhm.
so same goes to all the child. They must have a daddy, mommy to love them. Even though now the society changed already, uh, yeah, but they still need the attachment, the humans being lah. So this is what I can say.
So, what do you see in the early childhood education evolving in the next 5 to 10 years? Do you see
I
like
think,
any?
mm,
Right, I
I
was
think will be more
can
important
go.
I think will be more important um as now there is a lot of technology already like YouTube, social media and all those. So that's why as an educators need to um fill them with a lot of good news, a good um education so that they can grow in a so-called healthy and also a technology era. Yeah, technology is very important, even though there's pros and cons in the technology, but we still need the children to expose to that. So I think we have to be more like this is helping the kids and all those lah. So to work around so that they can like reduce those
Screen
like
time.
未成年 some things that yeah, so to make them safe, happily, secure and all
Mhm.
those. Yeah.
Okay. So, what motivates you to actually stay in this field for such a long time despite so many challenges? Mm.
The child's achievement and also the the reaction from the parents. I think these two it's very important. Yeah, the kids and the parents. They appreciate their achievement, their improvement. It's really my motivation to continue.
Okay. So, what changes you would like to see in terms of like policy, public perception, or even like education system to make this job more sustainable?
What I expect is it what
Yeah, what do you hope? What do you wish or expect? Yeah.
um I hope I hope for the I hope in future all the preschool because nowadays there's a lot of preschool popping out. I hope all the preschool focus is on the child's education, learning, development, and it's not only focused about the business side. Don't make it very commercial. Mm, yes.
Okay, my last question. So, is there any message you would like to share to the public about anything about this job or you wish they know?
Um, I think these few weeks I have a thought it's really certificates really matters. What I would say so is because I have um like because before I take up this role, I found out that actually um a lot of people they will okay come back to here because I have experience, I have certificates. Actually, a lot of people uh they really want this kind of people. So what I want to say is I hope everyone's like 坚持自己想要做的东西呀，坚持自己想要做的东西，even though you feel like it's useless now, but in a while, in one day, you will feel like that it's really important, and you will really, really appreciate yourself for doing this decision. Mm,
Thank you so much for this, a lot of insights
you're
and
welcome.
knowledge. So
Okay,
this
you're
is the
welcome.
end already.